Okay, so I'm going to show you how to put one photo into another photo and try to show this kind of sense of scale. So there's a couple ways you could do this. I have this photo and I have this photo. So what I'm going to do is I can select this one and then put it right here and basically make the person smaller. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a couple different ways you could do this. I'm going to go to the select, and right here, since it's a person, let's see how much it selects. I'm going to hit subject, and it did a pretty good job. Now I'm going to clean it up a little bit real quick. So I'm going to zoom in, and right in there, we're going to change that. So I'm going to go over in here into the quick selection, and I'm going to go add, but I'm going to change that size. So actually, I'm going to go minus. Okay. I'm going to clean it up a little bit, and I'm going to zoom in even more so that I have a better selection. So you might have to go all around your object to get a better selection. And just going to come in here a little bit. Just looking over my selection. Selection looks pretty good right here. Sometimes around the shoes, you might have to just adjust that a little bit. Okay, selection looks good. So now I'm going to bring that back. And now let's not forget this basketball is very important. So we're going to plus this. That looks pretty good. Sometimes getting that full basketball is helpful. That's not too bad. Maybe. Okay, so now we're gonna go back like this, and I'm simply gonna go Command C, copy that on my Mac here, and I'm gonna go Command V. Okay, so now I'm gonna select this. Now, what you want to make sure that you're doing here is I've just copied it and put it onto this photo. I want to show the transform tool. So right here, there's that little box that shows transform. That's important because at some point I'm going to make this smaller, right? So I want to basically look like he's right there. You know what? We can even put it right there. And I might even just turn that slightly. Oh, that's not going to work. We're going to make it look like he's behind there, but we could put it right. Let me just see what I can do with this. That doesn't work. So we're just going to go like that, like he's jumping. Okay? So right here, we see that we got this guy jumping like he's making a little basketball right there, off of there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to save it here. I'm going to go File, Save a Copy. We're going to go back here to JPEG like this. We're going to go into the downloads and save it. That's how I would go about this. That's one way, okay? So hopefully that was helpful. That gives you a quick idea. Okay, I'm going to show you another way you can do this by using the place embed, which I think you guys might remember. I don't know. So we're going to go, I have my photo right here, and I'm going to basically take this photo and I'm going to place embed it. So I'm going to go File. I'm going to go Place Embedded, and I'm going to find my photo, okay? Which honestly, I think it's that one right there. And I'm going to put it right there. Bingo. So now that I got this, I basically have two layers right here in the photo. I'm going to hit, you can hit that little check mark right there. And now I'm going to select this right here. So there's a lot of different ways you can do this. I did the subject way last time. This time I'm going to show you another way you can do this. You can go over here to, let's see, you can use object selection tool. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to size it up here, and I'm going to create a big rectangle over this to select him in the basketball. So let's see how accurate it is. Did a pretty good job, but it has some things that we don't want in there, and the shoes are a little messed up, fingers. So what I'm going to start doing is I'm going to go in here and I'm going to select areas I need to, and then deselect areas I don't want in there. So I'm going to come back over here, hold this down, and I'm going to go to Quick Selection Tools. So right here, we're going to get rid of some of these areas. So we're going to go minus. We're going to go kind of drag it over these areas. And I'm just getting rid of the selections. Oh, it went too far. So now hold down my space bar so I can move it around. And I'm going to go to plus. And so I'm just going to go over him and just kind of hit this there like that. And you could hold it down, but for this, I'm doing little clicks at a time. So that way, if it messes up, I can just Control Z it. So now I'm going to go in between the fingers and get rid of some of those areas in the fingers there. So we're going to go like this. And I'll come back and fix it then for anything that's not looking right. Oh, that's not good. So let's go back over here. So you kind of have to go over your subject. Now, it might not be a big deal. You might not have to do as much, fixing of the situation as me, which hopefully that's good. But for me, I have to kind of go over it a little bit. Whoop, wrong one. Trying to make a clean selection here. A little minus right there, little gray spot there. And then a little plus over here on the fingers. Right there. Hopefully you get the gist. It's all about the selection. So that's looking pretty good. Now this is going to be so small, right, that it won't matter incredibly, but I still want to do a good job, right? So I'm going to select in there because the shoe wasn't selected really good. And I'm going to unselect some of this blacktop, and then I'm going to unselect a little bit here with the shadow here. Not bad. Let's go over everything. Let's go over everything. Okay. Basketball, let's see. The basketball selection doesn't look bad. We are going to hit just a little bit right over there on the basketball corner there. Okay, so now I'm going to bring it back here, and now I'm going to put a mask right here. So I'm going to mask that, and boom, right there. Then I'm going to come over here to the move tool, and if I have this show transform controls box checked, then I can see the corners, and I can hit the corner, and I can just make it smaller, right? So obviously we know that this person couldn't be doing this, right? So It looks like he's kind of jumping off there. And he's shooting a basket with something that's too small. So I'm going to hit the check mark there. And that's another way you could do this. And then I'm just going to File, save a copy. JPEG this into my downloads. And save. And then let's change that because I must have another one. So we'll just go 1. Save that. There you go. And that's how you can go about this, okay? So let's